All right, welcome to another episode of Two Americans Watching Footy. We're about 2.5 minutes into Spain-Russia's World Cup match in the elimination round of 16. We would have started obviously at kickoff, perhaps a little earlier if my brother had not been late upon arrival. Yes, we're a little bit bitter watching this match because the U.S. isn't even in the World Cup. But first, before we start, I want to let everybody know that we are down here in my basement where it's about 75-ish, would you say? Yeah. Here in the States, it's going to be a balmy 97, which for you Europeans is a little over 36 degrees Celsius.
And it's going to be humid.
Yeah, and I don't have air conditioning in my house. So the only room right now that's even tolerable is the one that we're in my basement. But anyways, Chris just predicted that Spain is going to be in the finals because they have an easy road. My thinking is, we watched the Uruguay match yesterday, right?
I watched some of it. I had to work.
Yeah.
Because, when those night games happen, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Yeah, well, also, by the way, here, this game is 10 o'clock in the morning. So, no beer.
No, I have coffee.
Yeah. But yeah, we watched the Uruguay game last night. Yesterday, I did anyways. And I was not wholly impressed with them, even though they beat Portugal, who, by the way, is a one-man show.
No, it seems like Uruguay's strategy is bring the ball up, get a set piece, score off the set piece.
Yeah, I mean, I like Suarez, but, he did go to ground really easy a lot yesterday.
He did. He always does. I think that's one of those things. He's not necessarily what you would call a diver. Because he doesn't simulate anything. There's always contact every time he falls, but he just falls so easily.
Yeah, well, the point is that Uruguay was not that impressive against a Portugal team that really, again, is not that loaded. And that Uruguay team slaughtered this Russian team. I mean, absolutely slaughtered them, and it was otherwise the easiest group in the tournament. So, I mean, my honest expectation is...
You mean in Russia's... Yeah, in the Russia-Uruguay bracket was the easiest.
Yeah, outside of... So if you get rid of the A's and B's, I mean, they had two terrible teams that they're playing against.
They did.
Yeah, so if Uruguay who barely beat Portugal, slaughtered Russia, Spain, who is loaded... I mean, they have Iniesta and Thiago coming off the bench.
Yeah. Only because Iniesta's like 34.
Yeah, but still. I mean, this is a loaded Spain team. There's no doubt, I think, that they're going to win this game. I would go so far as to say I don't know that Russia's going to score because Spain's back line is really strong. And Russia's playing a 5-3-1-1.
What?
Right? That's what I said.
That just seems like we're just gonna let you have the possession and we're gonna play
for penalties.
Yeah, I hate that.
I hate that.
So this is why I was saying that they have an easy road. The winner of Croatia-Denmark would play the winner of Russia-Spain. And then after that, in the semifinal match, it would be either between Sweden, Switzerland, Colombia, and England. Now, of those four,
the one I'm most afraid of, honestly, Colombia, and then possibly England.
I don't see Spain falling to any of those teams. I really, really don't. And the other side of the bracket is the one that's loaded. That's the one with...
France is actually looking pretty impressive.
France is looking fantastic. You've got a Mexico team that has actually a fantastic defense, other than in the last match.
Yeah, and now, outside of Spain, is De Gea.
They got one of the best
keepers. In France is Lloris. Ochoa has got to be one of the best keepers in the tournament now.
Yeah, and then you got...
Neuer, which, by the way, that's got to be the conversation of the entire tournament so far. Germany didn't make it out of group stage.
Did you watch any of the matches?
They look, I don't know, complacent. They looked like they knew they were going to win it and just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, they went in there with an arrogant attitude like they were going to just coast through this bracket because they had a group where they could have easily won if they had showed up to play, and they didn't.
And Mexico and Sweden. Now I get the Mexico thing because first things first, you're still right though, because they should have scored the first goal against Mexico. They should not have been the one to concede the first goal. Yet when Mexico did squeak in that goal about 23 to 30 minutes in, I don't remember exactly where it was.
They parked the bus and
They immediately parked the
And
bus.
Germany
Germany didn't know what
passed.
to do. They didn't have a plan of attack for that.
No, they didn't. And that's disappointing because a team like Germany should be able to beat a bus.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Especially Mexican bus.
If nothing else, they should be able to either play the tiki-taka or play the English style or the Portuguese style, which is one guy who's got a lead foot drilling from 25. Is that an own goal?
That's an own goal. No, he didn't.
Sergio Ramos.
No, that didn't go off of him. That went off the back heel of his defender that was blocking him because the defender pushed Ramos to the ground.
Oh, also, as Liverpool fans, we are still salty about Sergio Ramos. Yeah, I don't know. I think that hits the back heel of his defender.
Yeah, it did. That's it. That's an own goal. That is not a Sergio Ramos goal.
That is an own goal.
Good. Because I do not.
Yeah, fuck Ramos.
Fuck Ramos. That's an own goal.
Hashtag fuck Ramos.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, Ramos is claiming the goal too.
Is Harry Kane teaching him how to claim goals too?
Yeah, Sergio Kane Ramos. Yeah, so back to Pascal's wager. So you have a binary decision to make. You have to make a decision, gun to your head. You know nothing about the conditions, so you have to make a decision based on the outcome. And you know the outcome. So with penalties, with fouls in the box, in theory you should be calling the same foul in the box that you would 3 feet away.
Right.
Right? But what's happening, yeah, he's off. What's happening is they're making a decision based on the outcome, not what's known. And in this case, you have a binary decision. Either it's a foul or it's not. Mm-hmm. You have to make a decision because you're the referee. That's your job.
Yes.
Right? You know the outcome. But in this case, you have a reasonable case outside of the outcome to make a foul call. Like, we know what a foul is, we know what a foul is not.
Right.
So, I mean, my opinion has always been, if you're going to call a foul in the box, or not a foul in the box, it should be the same 3 feet away. And, I mean, to that effect, that's why I've always called, I want to say a looser game.
Ooh.
You know? So,
Yeah.
I'm usually holding my whistle. They tell you to hold your whistle in soccer in your hand, so that in that 1 second it takes to go from your hand to your mouth, it's not just in your mouth like a basketball referee. You have time to think about, was that really a foul? And for me, I prefer to hold the whistle in most situations. So we don't actually have a real dog in this fight.
Well, I mean, fuck Russia.
We're Americans born in the 80s. We can't ever root for Russia in anything. You really don't want to see what happened with Mexico and Germany, where Mexico basically got one lucky goal and parked the freaking bus. Screw that.
Spain is not parking a bus. Spain is up 1-0 and they're playing for another goal. I like that.
Well, even Uruguay yesterday, Suarez was burned out by the end of the game, but they were still playing for a second goal.
Yeah, they
right
were.
Until the final whistle. In fact,
Or you mean third?
Third goal, yeah, right up until the final whistle. In fact, there was a play in the 92nd minute where Suarez ran the ball, could have run the ball towards the corner flag and wasted time, but instead crossed it to the center for an attempt on third goal.
Yeah.
I would prefer that.
Yeah. It's more entertaining.
It's a much better game to watch. That isn't to say, as Americans, we need goal scorers. That isn't to say that we're looking for a final score of 76 to 74. No.
Right. No.
I am okay with a 0-0 game.
If there's 20 shots on goal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're if you're at least trying, if it's just really good defense,
or like an amazing keeper who had 4 saves. And
yeah. That's like the Belgian game with Tim Howard.
Yeah, I mean, granted, the U.S. lost, but
in regulation it was 0-0 because Tim Howard was a god.
Right, and that was an awesome game to watch.
Okay, so we got a free kick here from Russia.
I kind of want to see it score.
I mean, this is a really tough spot. They're about, I want to say 30 from here. They're right about, oh my God, they're about 35 yards out. On the right side.
They're 6 goal lines away.
Yeah, whatever our goal line is. Uh-oh, Spain may have a break now. That's got to be a foul. Ooh.
No, I
guess he got the ball. Oh, Spain on a break.
Oh, they flubbed it.
They overhit it.
Yeah.
That should have been
too heavy. Oh, and you might think, oh, we're Liverpool fans, so screw De Gea because he's a United player.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. Would you, as a referee, like watch a game like this?
what do you mean?
So, like, every young lawyer's dream is to become a Supreme Court justice, right?
Okay.
And you know, every young basketball player's dream is to play in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, every young soccer player's dream is to play for Liverpool. So, as a referee, would you?
No.
No.
No, not in World Cup, not in High League. I would, to me, if I were a referee, I would want to make it to college. Because with college, you have enough backing, the game is quick, you're getting paid a fair amount, but you have no threat of being killed.
Yeah, right?
So, like, say for instance, this is Spain, Russia, and I make a bad penalty, or I make a questionable penalty call in favor of Spain.
Yeah, well, that's wind up deciding the game, too.
To wind up deciding the game,
Yeah.
I'm going to be killed by Russia.
Well, yeah, 'cause
I'm not making it out.
You're also in Russia.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's,
Yeah, the Russian government will assassinate you and blame it on someone else.
right. I could be put in the ground.
That was an all-timer.
That was a pretty bad play. But see what I'm saying? Like, Spain, they have the ball here, they're not, it doesn't seem like they're making any effort to bring the ball up. And Russia's not really pressing it. You're still laughing about that, aren't you? So is there anyone that you're actually pulling for? Is there any bandwagon that you're jumping on?
I don't know. I mean, as Americans, I know that Mexico is south of the border and is just one step away from us, but they are in football arch nemesis.
That's like us rooting for Man U.
Yeah.
Not gonna
it's
happen.
not ever gonna happen. No matter what Landon Donovan was paid to tell us.
Right.
We're not rooting
and
for
also,
Mexico.
screw Landon Donovan.
Yeah, well, in that
He's Johnny Damon. And for you guys who don't know, Johnny Damon went from the Red Sox directly to the Yankees.
which should be like going from Manchester straight to Liverpool.
No, which has never happened.
Yeah, I can never root for Mexico. I mean,
No, I can't. First off, I don't like their style of play. I can't stand Chicharito. He is an arrogant, pompous prick.
I hate to say it, but England?
I think that
Jordan Henderson starts? Would you prefer, now there's no reason to do it because you're in a neutral site, but would you prefer a home and away? Like a second leg in the group stage?
I would. I would prefer it to be like Champions League.
Oh, this could be a real chance here.
Oh! He
Russia
just
went wide.
He pushed it wide.
Yeah, he had a narrow window and pushed it wide.
Yeah.
Unpronounceable name number 18.
Oh my God! Handball!
Russia appealed for a handball. Spain, they ordered a handball, and now Russia's going to get a penalty.
Oh man, where's the briefcase? Oh! You can't call that! That's from behind! All right, so this is what happened. Say you're the one heading the ball. I'm outstretched like this in the air, facing the same direction.
Before that, PK just got a yellow for mouthing off the ref.
Yeah, which is
so
probably
when you properly jump, you swing your arms, and then you come down with your arms, and the natural effect is that your arms are going to be at some point in the air. So that is an absolutely natural motion.
No, this is a terrible call.
So Chris puts his hands up because he's jumping up to get some height here, and especially in soccer, what you're going to do is you're going to want that second pull up,
right,
to get your head on the ball.
Right. So he has the head on the ball. My back is to him.
We're talking about that actual distance.
Yeah.
He has his back to the ball.
Wow.
3 feet away? Was it even 3 feet?
It wasn't.
Not.
He was within arm's reach.
So with a handball, it has to be
deliberate,
intentional play of the ball. So not only does it have to be intentional, you have to actually play the ball, not just incidentally make contact.
Right. And this is terrible.
This is.
I really hope De Gea saves this because
I actually do too, because this is a genuinely bad call. Again, we don't have a dog in this fight, really. Goal.
that was awful. That was awful.
Not a handball. Unfortunately, though, we see this type of stuff get called all the time. I mean, James Milner, his hand was like this.
Yeah.
There was not even room for a ball to fit between his hand and his waist, and his waist. We know that because the ball didn't fit between his hand and his waist.
Meanwhile,
6 yards away, if even that was, it was probably about 10 feet away.
that is not a handball.
Not a handball.
Oh, all right. So I am now on the Spain bandwagon.
I am
because
too,
of that
because
call.
Russia did not deserve that goal.
No, they did not deserve that goal. I really wanted to see Spain put another one in the back of the net before the halftime whistle blows.
Yeah, I mean, we wish no ill will on Russia. Well, except for the government officials. But,
that referee's gonna get a nice big fat paycheck.
oh yeah.
And
Well, wait a
we
minute,
make
hold
jokes
on.
about
Is
this.
he gonna get a paycheck, or is he now not gonna get assassinated? I get. What'd I do?
Every freaking footballer out there. I hate that.
Do you remember when Luis Suarez got his red card against Ghana?
You mean
That was the funniest
you
red
mean
card
his
ever.
save?
Yes, that was the best red card I've ever seen.
And the best part about it is they won the match.
They won the match. And by the way, in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, in a tie game in the 123rd minute, every human being on the face of the earth is handballing that ball. If you're not handballing that ball, then like you have no respect for the jersey you're wearing.
Yeah. Costa had a great shot and the keeper made a nice save.
Nice save by the keeper, yeah. Came out and tackled the ball. Gave
Yeah.
Costa no opportunity.
Yeah, and Costa got wide open. He split that central defender. At this point, do you try to just go into halftime with a 1-1 or you try to squeak out a goal?
If I'm Spain,
Yeah.
oh, I stay 1-1 because Spain have looked the better team. And if it comes to penalties, De Gea
come on.
and their scoring offense, who cares? You know you're winning penalties.
Oh, yeah. And plus, look at all the Spain players that can make those penalty kicks.
Yes.
They're loaded.
Yes. I mean, that's a place where, yeah, you're probably going to save a substitute so that in the 122nd minute you can put on Iniesta.
Yeah, I was just saying, like that guy, they were just showing Iniesta.
Yeah. And that's half. Okay, 1-1. It was not as exciting as it could be, but it was exciting. It was entertaining. Are you entertained?
I think the second half is going to be more exciting. So,
I love her dress. Holy
I need
cow.
better on the floor. Because screw Landon Donovan.
I have such a hard time saying that though, because he was like our savior for so
I know, but he totally sold out.
He got paid probably a fucking truckload by Wells Fargo.
That, and he also got really pissed off when he didn't make the team.
I would.
But the thing is, he had made like he went out for vengeance for him, and it's like you.
So you're saying he mouthed off?
He mouthed off, and he started talking shit about his own team and his own coach, and it's like you don't do that. Have the better class. Root for the team that root for the country that you're living in, born in. I don't know. I feel like Landon Donovan was.
I'm not as bitter about Landon Donovan because you're right. He did Tiki Barber.
He totally tiki barbered
the
it.
U.S. team, but
For a limited time, please take
I mean, he should have been on that team.
He should have been.
He should have been on that team. Everyone watching knew he should have been on that team. And as far as the Wells Fargo thing, again, you know Wells Fargo had to back up a truck full of money for him to put on that Mexico shirt.
Oh, I know.
Like I would wear a Mexico shirt and star in commercials saying I'm rooting for Mexico, even though it's not the truth. So long as I have a dump truck full of money backed up to my garage. Right?
Only if it was enough for me to retire.
Right? Yeah. I mean, we're talking about a dump truck full of money.
You're talking like $10 million. No, I think my limit would be $10 million.
I mean,
because I can retire.
the way you always start is, would you do it for $100 billion?
Yes.
Like, would you suck another dude's dick for $100 billion?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we have our yes. Now you start moving that number down.
To where you find your no.
Yeah. Would you do it for $50 billion?
Yes.
Right? Like, so eventually we're going to come to a number where you say no, and we just kind of bounce a baton between until we get that, till we find that breaking point. And I think that's probably what happened with Landon.
And I think they did it right because they said jump on the wagon and they're Volkswagen. So
They did it right because they had a crappy pun.
yes.
Yeah, well, your boot in the ground pun worked for me because I'm still giggling inside about it and having to hold it back.
Who cares?
All right, second half underway.
Oh!
That would have been the most awkward goal ever.
I know that would have been. He tried to chest it in.
Okay, so the run of play has actually slowed down now. We're 57 and a half in. The run of play has, like, clearly slowed down.
I think there needs to be some quality subs in the next 10 minutes, the next 5 minutes here.
I don't know how happy these teams are really to actually even get that second goal.
Yeah, I think one of those guys needs to be subbed out. I think somebody like an Iniesta needs to come on. I'm not seeing that much pressure from the Spain side.
I mean, we're seeing no creativity. We're seeing no effort to move the ball forward.
They're very predictable in their passing decisions.
Yeah, like that cross is...
Gareth Southgate plays back three, which I don't like.
No, you should never play back three World Cup.
He plays it 3-4-3.
What?
Straight up 3-4-3.
That is gonna get...
I don't like it.
That is gonna get eaten up by anyone with a good midfield.
Yeah. They play somebody like Brazil, they're gonna get torched.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with... Because Brazil plays three high, but Coutinho also joins that three a lot.
Yeah, and you know who the other midfielders are?
Yeah, I mean...
Like, that midfield in Brazil is stacked.
But the problem is that if you're playing straight up man on the front three, that you're leaving Coutinho wide open in the middle. Because you're playing a middle four.
Right. That means that one of your midfielders has to stay back and defend him. And
At that rate, you might as well play a 4-3-3. Surprise! It's Ramos with the foul.
and no yellow. Now, there are a bunch of different ways to take penalties. Which one do you prefer?
Find the corner and throw it.
So, accuracy.
So here's what there was
You
a...
want power? So, are you putting emphasis more on the corner or the power?
If I'm taking it, I'm not putting emphasis on the power because I have no ability to control with power. However, if I aim for control, I can put it anywhere I want with any amount of curl I want, in any direction.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into one of those upper corners that the keeper can't get to.
Because the way I see it, there are 4 different ways to take a penalty. You can either drill it as hard as you can.
Yeah.
You can try to fake out the keeper. You can try to be nonchalant, or you can go direct, go for a corner and go for accuracy. Personally, I'm a fan of power because the way I see it is, if I can hit it harder than you can dive, I can put it anywhere.
Yeah, the problem is, Chris, you'd be amazed at how easy it is to miss the net from 12 yards out. Ramos was trying like hell to foul.
Yeah, I know, right?
Trying it and putting everything. I mean, you can see him reaching out and swatting at his shirt and missing.
Yeah, he just slipped right there. Right, that foot.
Right there is where he
Yeah.
slips.
Yeah.
Yep. Iniesta came on. Okay. That's not a surprise to me. Forgettable performance is what they said.
Yeah, I agree.
Those penetrating, piercing balls to put them in an opportunity then to go at the back line.
Penetrating, piercing balls.
So the reason soccer fans find penalties so abhorrent is because it is not. It's a singular aspect of the game that is not a reflection of why we watch the sport. It's not soccer. It's penalties.
Yeah.
So in football terms, that would be like taking PATs after games decided to determine the winner.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be interesting if they did that.
I think
Because
it
then
would
then you wouldn't be able to use the kicker more than once.
So you have to start using linemen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're throwing Des Bryant in there to make him shake it wide left.
Yeah,
20
Chad
yards.
Johnson,
Yeah. That would be pretty funny. I would love to see that.
I mean, but it would also be an abomination of the sport.
Oh yeah, it would be. It would be.
Yeah, so this is why, by the way, that soccer fans are totally okay with ties. Because there's no other way to make a determination as to who the winner is without either playing golden goal, which is utter garbage, or playing penalties, which, you know, is not soccer. It's penalties, right? I mean, yeah, the third option technically would be to play fucking indefinite extra periods, but that's insane. I mean,
Yeah.
the game is already...
You could do that in American football because how much do they actually play?
Right. It's 90 minutes of actual running the entire time. This is already, in 90 minutes, an unbelievably grueling test of physical conditioning.
Right.
It's
And
largely
American
unrivaled
football,
in any other sport.
They said, I saw the statistics, I think it was 2015. The player who had run the most amount of distance was Antonio Brown. And he ran about 1.5 miles a game.
These guys run like 10 and a half.
Yeah, except outside the keeper, yeah.
Outside the keeper, like the average guys running 10 and a half miles. So, like, if you're gonna...
And that was the most, by the way, of all their sports.
Yeah.
Of American sports, anyway.
Yeah, so
I'm not gonna talk-
baseball's a joke.
Baseball's a joke. Yeah, I think they said the most it was some center fielder, and it was like 1/2 mile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what we were saying though is if you ever watch a game that goes 120 minutes, and it's rare that they do, but watch a game that goes 120 minutes, the most in shape, the most fit, the most well-trained soccer players are all going to be collapsing to their knees. And by the time you get to about 110 minutes, the game looks terrible. Because defenders can't run down offensive players. Offensive players can't run down any through balls. Your midfield is totally burned out, so they're basically just feeding chip shots to the forwards, and the forwards can't run the ball down.
yeah. Even what's his name? Conte.
Yeah.
Even Conte, who runs more than freaking anyone, would be done after 110.
This is actually kind of a boring second half.
It is.
And I think it's because Russia's parking a bus.
Russia is parking a bus, and Spain is happy to fucking go to extra time.
Spain is
They're
trying.
not moving up. They're hardly moving the ball.
They're trying, but they're not trying all that hard.
Do they have that attitude though?
Yeah.
Because Belgium has that attitude. Like, we're not gonna just beat you.
And yeah,
We're gonna
and you know,
score 5.
you know who's I think the catalyst of that mentality is Lukaku.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lukaku hates playing defense.
Just change the
I mean, did you see how many times he would like blast Marino for all the times that he had to play back?
Oh yeah, because Marino plays the park football style.
Exactly, and Lukaku hates it.
Well, I hate it.
Come on, bring the ball up. I want to see this go into the box. I want to see the statistics after this match, because this is embarrassing for Russia.
I don't think it is. I think this is what they were trying to do from day one. Here's our last pass. It doesn't splash me. For Diego Costa.
Costa's the only one on the team that's been.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
about
mean,
that.
maybe there's an injury we don't know about. Maybe he turned and said I'm winded. Diego Costa has been, of all of the players on the field, except for the keepers possibly, the only one with whom I've been at all impressed. See, look at the middle of the field. Is he going straight into goal from 40 out?
Yeah, and he tried to put some curl on it when he went to the keeper.
Carvajal just took one from 40 yards out.
And did put almost nothing on it. It wasn't even like it was a screamer.
It's such a slow match.
Okay, 83 minutes in, Spain's got 74 possession, Russia's got 26% of possession.
And they have
711 passes to 162.
that's almost 5 times as many passes.
Yeah.
And this Brazilian Russian
Oh,
boss.
oh!
And oh!
There's our final, actual attempt at goal.
That was awesome.
Great save.
And then another.
Yeah, and I think he gets a hand on that.
He does. And he has to he just posted it. Oh, he got the save!
Yeah, he did.
Wow! Those are 2 great saves in a row.
I wonder if the reason that the referee is giving a water break, basically, is because he's so sure this is going to go to extra time.
Oh, probably.
Guys are no one's moving
No one's moving.
on either team.
Nope. I think they're just holding out for extra time.
Yeah,
Now,
because
question.
you're gonna get a 10-minute break.
Now, question, because I don't know the rules for this tournament.
Oh, this could be bad news.
Offside! He was offside! Oh, it's funny because they're so bad. First off, that was way offside.
That was offside.
Yeah, it was.
He came back after the ball was kicked.
Yeah. Right there.
Damn, offside.
He's so off. He might be on. You can see the goal lines. Like, oh my God! Like his whole body is in the away goal line. I've been convinced, by the way, convinced this entire World Cup that the commentators are paid to agree with the referees.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, there was like 2 body lengths between him and onsides. Like even if the goal lines aren't perfect, I mean, they're still at distance.
First off, this is the World Cup. Those goal lines are perfect.
Yeah. 4 minutes at a time.
Yeah, there's a minute and a half left of that at a time. It's going in. This is going into extra. Which to me is disappointing. And it's only because Russia's been parking the bus. If they've been
Russia has
trying,
parked a bus, and I don't even honestly think that Spain has really made that much of an effort to get forward. Well, it's the U.S., so any excuse to get a commercial in.
I don't know who the chicks are.
That's mostly.
Because seriously, who watches women's sports?
Let's get you caught up quickly on what transpired in the first 90 minutes.
Nothing.
Not a whole lot. First extra time period has just begun.
I do think Neymar is a fantastic player, but I do think he is slightly overrated for, like, people want him to be in the Ballon d'Or competition, and I'm like,
I mean, he should be in the conversation.
he come in conversation, but
He absolutely destroyed that league.
Yeah, but it's also a French league. Like, I'm sorry, but that league is not that competitive outside the top 4 or 5 teams.
No, I'd go 1 Real, 2 Bayern, 3 Barca. And then I would honestly say City.
You put City over PSG.
Yeah, City over PSG, and then PSG.
A lot of Liverpool fans are upset that Keita took number 8.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
I really
Not
don't
that
care.
bad. I mean, it's
I
like
frankly don't care.
I see what people are saying. You shouldn't. There's no need to retire the number.
But you shouldn't be taking it off of the initial signing. Like, if you're gonna take the number 8, prove it to the team first, and then take the number 8.
Yeah, it should just be like one of those unwritten rules as a player that you don't take 8 from the other.
Oh my God, they tripped over each other. That was
Fucking
funny.
idiots.
Fucking idiots.
He's starting to make more calls now. I kind of like that because you know you're in the 105th minute.
And you know that they're gonna be. When you get tired players, they tend to. Oh, that's clean. That's a clean tackle.
Yeah.
That is a totally clean tackle.
I think if you're going to call it, it's watch his right hand.
Right there.
That's nothing. I don't call that.
Yeah.
That's football foot. I never call football foot.
Ooh,
Nice.
damn. Going dancing around.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, me too. Holy shit.
Maroon.
All right, into the first extra period.
Yeah.
I gotta use the toilet.
This is boring. Bunkering. No, they're parking a bus. Call it what it is.
All right, kicking off the final period of extra time.
They keep passing backwards and sideways and backwards and sideways.
Yeah, there's no effort to get to. I mean, look at what's in front of them. Look at all that green space.
And they pass it back.
No one's cutting into that open space.
No. Oh, what a dummy.
What a turn. Get to your left foot.
Oh!
Gotta be a goal.
Oh, got deflected.
I think Spain got complacent and just kind of like accepted that that was going to be a goal
Yeah.
instead of following through. So
Oh,
look at that
wow. That was a great turn.
Great
Oh.
dummy. See, look where his left foot is. I think if he can get to his left foot, he's in the clear. I think you also, if you're going to do, if you think you've resolved the Lovren problem, I really don't think Karius is the next problem. I think the next problem is Coutinho.
No, I think they addressed that. I think their goal is to have Kieta play that Coutinho position. His name is hard to pronounce. So there is a definite call for this. I don't know if I call it.
So I
would
don't
accept
like
whatever
VAR.
decision. I would accept whatever decision.
I don't
they
like
make.
VAR on this. I say you live and die by whatever call the referee made. So be it. This is us not watching football.
Just like you said in Monty Python. Get on with it.
Get on with it. God, if we have any viewers in England listening to our terrible fake British accents.
They're playing cornerball.
Russia's playing cornerball with an entire game.
In a freaking
In a tie game, they're playing cornerball. And his coach is fucking clapping him on.
This is an embarrassment for football.
This is an embarrassment to the sport.
If they score on this, whatever.
Yeah,
But
so be it. But don't play fucking cornerball.
they're not. Spain's not even trying.
Spain's not moving the ball forward. Russia's not bothering to get on the ball in defense.
Russia has not been playing a high press at all.
No, I mean look at this. There's two minutes left at least,
And they're making no effort.
and neither team is making any effort. Russia's not making any effort to get the ball back from Spain. Spain is not making any effort to move the ball forward.
I think both sides should be embarrassed for this matchup.
Oh yeah, I mean try. Trying and failing is so much better
Than not trying. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to penalties.
Yeah.
Boring.
Coming into this match knowing today that they have an opportunity after 120 minutes to advance.
No, they played a 5-3-1-1
And
against
made
the
no
Spanish
effort.
team and made no effort to get forward.
Yeah, and the only reason why they even scored was because of a bad penalty.
Yeah. So to say that who would have thought going into this game that Russia would have a chance to advance on penalties? Russia did.
Yeah.
Russia did. They played a 5-3-1-1 against the Spanish team.
And this is actually exactly what you predicted. They would go to penalties, and that's exactly what Russia was playing for. I wonder who Spain puts up there first.
I mean, Iniesta. You and I agree that the strategy
Iniesta.
is best shooter, second best shooter, third best shooter, fourth best shooter. You don't save Steven Gerrard for the fifth one.
No, you don't do it. Yeah, you get your goal as quickly as you can.
Right. So for Liverpool today, I would say it would go honestly, Miller, and then I would probably go Ox, and then Salah, Firmino, Mane.
And then Henderson after that.
Hi, how can I help?
Would you go Henderson before Mane? I would go Henderson before Mane.
No, I go Mane before Henderson.
Really?
Yeah, because Mane takes all the penalties for Senegal.
I think it's gonna go ball to wet, so I'm gonna go 3-2 Spain. No need for bottom fifth.
All right, so Spain gets the first shot.
Spain gets first shot.
So you're saying
Spain's gonna. I think it's make because they're gonna put the best guy first. Yeah, Iniesta's shooting first, of course. Watch what he does. He's gonna line himself up. He's gonna look at the referee.
He knows
wait
where
for the
he-
whistle. He knows where he's going.
he already knows where he's gonna kick.
He already knows where he's kicking.
And he knows-
This is
knows
how
how
you
he's gonna
properly take a penalty. Whistle goes. Runs up the ball. Puts it in the corner.
Yep.
Done. That's how you take a penalty.
Yep.
I think this is gonna be made, to be honest.
Oh yeah, me too.
The first two guys should always make.
If you're the first guy and you miss,
I know, that's such a setback. I'd love to see the data on how many teams have actually come back from the initial miss.
you know what?
He's tiptoeing. I don't like it.
You know what I always, you know what I'm always, you know what, if I'm a keeper, you know what I always do? I always stand upright. And then when I see, and then react. Because if you get, see that's what I'm saying, see how De Gea waited for him to show where he's sending it? I will always do that because that 10% chance that they're going to try to fake you out and send it down the middle, you will always get it.
I think this is going to be a non-make.
PK? Oh, if PK misses this,
Over the top on the right side.
Goal.
Buried in the bottom left.
yeah, I was going to say if PK missed that, he would be the man of the match for Russia.
So this is why I like reaction better than guess.
Yeah.
Because guess is just straight up 50-50 at best. Because even if you guess the right side, sometimes
You miss.
yeah. And then you're also going to subtract for upper corners. Because if somebody goes 70 miles an hour into an upper corner, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're not saving.
Right.
Right?
That's why I always stand upright.
But to me, you're right. Reaction is better because then if they make a mistake and don't get it into a corner, it's a save.
Exactly. De Gea leaves. You show.
They had tipped, and that's why I went that direction.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe not good. My prediction was wrong, but I do
2-2, no misses. Spain coming up. Oh yeah, he changed at the last minute. Did you see that? He was going left.
Yeah. He had a hesitation there.
No, I'm saying the kicker changed.
Yeah, I
his
know.
mind at the
Because
last.
the kicker had a hesitation.
Yeah, you can see his weight shift. Is this Ramos? This looks like Ramos.
No, number 8, Isco.
Oh! Isco got saved. He drilled it right at the keeper.
Dude, this Russian keeper, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, but he drilled it like basically right. I mean, this is.
You gotta make.
You gotta hit a corner. You gotta hit a corner.
The keeper is cheating. I'm not saying cheating is in like actually cheating, breaking the rules. I'm saying that he's
Leaning. He's tipping.
He's tipping, and you gotta watch for that as a penalty taker.
I don't think so. I think just pick a corner and get it in that corner. He wasn't close to that corner.
That's what I'm saying. But if you know that he's guessing,
Russia up 3-2 after the third frame.
this might go Russia.
Russia's way. Damn.
Yeah. This might be 5-4. That's what I'm saying. See, because De Gea went down.
De Gea guessed.
De Gea guessed. If De Gea had stayed upright, like I was saying, and waited for the ball, he would have had an easy save.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he misses.
Dude, if he misses, it's over.
No, it's not.
Well, that's true.
If he misses and Russia makes it, it's over. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, Ramos did the stutter step. He scored, but he did the stutter step, and we both hate that style of PK. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Find a corner,
Bury
a
it.
corner.
I don't care if it's an upper or lower corner.
Yeah.
Find one of the 4 corners.
Find one of the 4 corners, just like Iniesta did. Iniesta did the right thing. He said,
I'm gonna say
I
it's
know
right.
before I even touch this ball and set out in the spot, I know where I'm going. All right, Russia have scored 4 out of 4. After the 4th frame, it's 4-3. Spain needs to score to stay alive.
If Spain misses this shot, it's over.
If this is a non-goal, it's over.
That's 2 shots down the middle. Stand upright, De Gea. Wait for the ball.
Yeah.
If they bury it in the corner, well then props to them.
Iago Aspas. This should be a goal. I'm sorry, Iago Aspas has been playing long enough, has been taking penalties long enough. This should be about as sure a goal as Spain is going to get.
Well, not except for
Iniesta, outside of Iniesta.
If the keeper saves this, man of the match.
Yeah, but he shouldn't. I mean, you don't need. I've always argued you don't need to go 70 miles an hour. Go 60 miles an hour and hit a corner. He missed.
No, he got saved. He hit it off the foot.
Did he?
Yeah.
In either case,
Man of the
Spain
match.
loses.
Because of the Russian keeper.
advances.
Hooray for parking buses. That's all this is going to do is make for less entertaining football going forward.
Yep. Yeah, and I hate to say it, but this is the way the sport is going.
Yeah.
This is the way the sport is going, is that if you're not absolutely certain you're going to win just anyways, you're just going to park the bus.
Yep.
And so many teams that should be winning anyways are going to score a quick one and then park a bus.
Man U, Chelsea, they both have offenses that should be scoring 3 or 4 goals a game, and they fucking don't. Granted, it makes me happy that Sergio Ramos has been eliminated, but
Russia did not deserve to advance.
Russia did not deserve to. No, this was an embarrassment for the sport of football. I hope whoever wins with Croatia, Denmark, wrecks this Russian team.
Yeah. Now at least we know who we're rooting for in the next round.
Yeah,
Between Croatia and Denmark,
either one of them. Give me
whoever
one.
advances.
Give me one.
Well, anyways, final score 1-1. Russia advances on penalties 4-3. This has been Two Americans Watching Footy. Signing off.